Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Our goal in this episode is to finish everything that we need to do in Illusionera before we head off and kill Hepsimera. That's our plan. So first of all, we have to level up, and it's a mythic level up, which is fantastic. We haven't had one of these in ages. So, what are we going for? I'm just seeing if we have any obvious ones that we need to do for the 6 that we got here. Nothing obvious, nothing obvious. He's already got a lot of stuff. We might want to get enduring spells on Ember. I think that might be useful. And Areelu, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we go down the same path here. I'm not sure. Although these are mythic feats, so we could take a different list of things. But the reason I was thinking that for Ember, she does have a couple of buffs, which would be nice to have to be 24 hours, including Beast's Gift, which grants allies natural attacks, which currently would last... let's just see if it says here. Yeah, 1 minute per level, but we could make that last, in theory, 24 hours, which would be kind of cool. We give all of our melee people a bite attack. That's just an extra attack in the rotation. That's kind of cool stuff. So, you know, there's stuff to think about there. Anyway, let's level up us first. So, Aeon. We get a proper level up for Aeon. So what does this get us? It gets us improved Aeon's Bane. So at 6th mythic rank, it deals additional 2d6 damage with weapon attacks, and the bonus to attack and damage are increased by 1. It spells and attacks now affect the target with the effect of greater dispel, which dispels every... The difference, I believe, is it dispels every... or attempts to dispel everything when it attacks. Cool. And all summoned creatures receive the benefits of Aeon's Bane. Okay, it'd be good if we summoned more, I guess, but we don't. But it would be good if we did, so that'd be cool. We get more uses of Enforcing Gaze, and we can activate 2 at the same time. Neat. And we can summon a Gold Golem, which I assume just replaces the Iron Golem. Oh, and then the next one is Gold Golems. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. I'm quite happy with this. Right. So our Mythic Feat. Let's see what we got. So you no longer suffer your racial penalty to ability score. Don't care. Whenever you miss with a melee attack, the target still takes damage equal to your strength bonus. Don't care. You can drink a potion as a swift action. Very happy I never took that because it's absolutely terrible. Mythic ability is something that we could take when that would be okay. We don't necessarily need to do that. Extra feat doesn't seem like what we want to do. Flawless attacks, again, we don't actually attack that much. Allows you to craft potions up to level 6 during camping. Don't care. +1 to all saving throws. You also get additional hit points. Their number equals your mythic rank, so we get 6 hit points. Oh, don't need that one. School mastery. Don't need that one. Skill focus. You can always take 10 on checks if your choice of skill for skill focus if 10 on a roll is enough for a successful skill check. Okay, interesting. So we can make it so our lore religion is always at least 36. That's kind of cool. At least right now. We could take weapon focus mythic for a longsword, which doubles the bonuses from weapon focus. So we get an extra +1/+1 with it. You can cast the first spell after initiative roll as a swift action if that spell is either of first level or is at least 2 levels lower than the maximum level of spells you can cast. Okay, we don't really need to do that. And we already have a lot in our... yeah, we already have an awful lot in our swift actions. So I think weapon focus mythic, skill focus mythic. We don't really need this. Or an extra mythic ability are kind of the ones we're looking at. What mythic abilities do we have? Abundant casting doesn't really matter. Although, wait a second. You can cast 4 more spells per day of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd rank. Oh, I read the second line. This does not affect mythic spellbooks. Let me have a look at this one. Does not affect mythic spellbooks. Okay, so that's not going to work. This one is not what I thought it was originally. This is as it was pointed out, was you do not miss when you roll a 1. This means your 1 is not an automatic miss. It doesn't mean you re-roll the 1, which is disappointing. We don't have mage armor. We don't use elemental spells. We don't summon. We don't use hideous laughter. We don't heal. We don't have natural attacks. We don't use a ranged weapon. We don't care about spellcasters, that's not our job. We don't use ranged weapons. You can use the abilities of your domain as a swift action. What is my domain? I'm going to leave here for just now. Our domain is... trying to figure out where that is. Oh, it's law domain. So we use touch of law and staff of law as a swift action. Nah, that's fine. I think I'm okay without that one. It's not that good. Okay, let's see. So not taking that one. Elemental barrage, we don't use elements. Every time you damage an ally. Now this one does work with our cold armor. I don't think I really want our cold armor permanently, but it's kind of interesting. But yeah, it could give us plus bonuses to attack and damage rolls. Apparently, if you do 0 damage, it still triggers this, which still means that they get a +2 to damage and attack rolls and a +1 to saving throws. But I don't really think I want that to be my long-term plan. You're better at attacks of opportunity? No. Ranged weapons? No. We can take a new domain. That'd be interesting. Your allies within 50 feet of you gain a bonus equal to half your mythic rank +1 to their initiative saving throws against mind-affecting effects and their concentration checks. Could be cool. Each time you hit a target in melee combat, you leave a mark. Any ally attacking it deals additional divine damage equal to 1d6 per your mythic rank. So 36. And only one ally can leave a mark at a time. Limitless rage doesn't matter. Don't want to become immune to magic because we like our buffs. Don't shapeshift. Mythic charge is 6d6, which is quite a lot of damage, but don't think we need to do that. Your shadow spells are more real. We don't use shadow spells. Don't use ranged weapons. We don't get affected by these things because they're all rolling against your saving throw and it never affects us. Bonus with attack rolls with ranged weapons. And then this is again like the same, we don't get affected by it. Okay, so the only ones I'm looking at are Inspiring Leader, which is okay. But yeah, that's okay. So that would be +4 to initiative, +4 to saving throws against mind-affecting effects, and +4 to concentration checks. I'm also interested in Possible Domain, if there's anything in here which is good. I think I always look in here and I always go, well, there's got to be something, and then there never is. Yeah, I think that's what I do every single time. I'm starting to get a feeling that we've done this before. Yeah. What's Travel Domain? As a free action, you can gain increased mobility for 1 round. You ignore all difficult terrain, blah de blah de blah. At 8th level, you can teleport up to 10 feet per level in the class that gave you access to domain per day as a move action. This teleportation must be used in 5-foot increments. Okay, I don't think we need that. We can get a bonus combat feat by doing this one. And we get Battle Rage, so we can give a buff, I guess. Water Domain? No. Lightning Lord? Also no. None of this is really none of this is saying I have to have it. Yeah, it seems like a waste of my mythic. Okay, I'm heading out of here. So I think I'm leaning towards probably weapon focus longsword. Yeah, to get does that just give us an extra +1 on our longsword? Let's see, so that's 24, 19, 14. Okay, 24, 19, 14. That's the number we need to remember. Right, Aeon. Weapon focus longsword. We get another level 1 spell. What's True Form? Wait a sec. Oh, that's a level 4 spell. We don't know about those ones yet. None of these matter. They're all terrible. I will take heal because it's the only one that could conceivably be used. Level 2. Edict of Retaliation is so good. Again, like none of these conceivably could be used apart from Remove Paralysis, so we'll take Remove Paralysis. Level 3. Level 3. I could see things being used in level 3. Remove Disease could be good. As could Dispel Magic. Let's take Remove Disease. That's fine. That could conceivably be used. Level 4. So these are our new ones. Edict of Predetermination. As a swift action, you make the target roll 11 on all d20 rolls for a number of rounds equal to your caster level divided by 4. Okay. You dispel petrification and enemies' transmutation spells and effects from the target. For 1 round per caster level, you gain 50 miss chance. Additionally, while the spell is in effect, you can teleport to any point in close range as a swift action. So this one sounds okay. But what about the rest of them? So we get 2 at this level. Restoration we already have. Dimension Door, it'd be cool to have somebody else have Dimension Door, I guess. Any of the rest of these buffs? I was just thinking, round per level, a round is 6 seconds, we're level 16. So it's a minute and something. Yeah, so it's still not long enough for us to get like an infinite length thing, or like a 24 length buff off of it. Blind sight to a range of 40 feet, doesn't matter. Will negates 3d6 points of damage each round as they attempt to harm another creature. Okay. Shout is also interesting. I think I'm going to take Dimension Door. And this one might be okay. +1 luck bonus on attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, strength checks, and strength-based skill checks for 3 caster levels. +1 hit point per caster level. Whenever you make a full attack, you can do an additional attack at your full base attack bonus plus any appropriate modifiers. Yeah, this seems good. The additional attack is not cumulative with haste or something. That's fine. Well, we already have. Well, I think we already have that one. Yes, we do already have it. Might as well just take another restoration then. Occasionally, that's useful to have more of them. Sure, that seems fine. And then we get all those buffs. Right, so we need to do a little or moving around of things. So that's going out. Gold Golem's going to go into that place. I assume it just replaced Iron Golem entirely. Yes, it appears to have just replaced... Oh no, it's still there. It says Iron Golem. Where's Axiomite? Oh, Gold Golem replaced Axiomite. So Axiomite is now gone forever. Huh. Because that's what used to be in that slot. That's interesting. Okay. So I'm just trying to find our new stuff. So these are our new ones. That's the one I want, I think. Yeah, the other ones we don't really need, because none of these are that good. At least I don't think they're that good. Or like this one, for instance, is fine. But it's like, we don't need to do it yet. It just isn't a thing that we need to do. Like, we'll need it when we need it, kind of thing. We don't need it to be like something we permanently have access to. Cool. Quick save. Let's level up Greybore. Oh, wait a second. 1924. Yeah, so it's 25, 20, 15. I was remembering the numbers there. Yeah, so we got +1 to our attack, which isn't a lot, but you know, it's something. It's a permanent buff. Right. Mythic Sneak Attacker. Your sneak attacks deal an additional 1d6 damage. Tempting. Weapon Focus would give him +1. I assume he doesn't have greater weapon focus. Oh, also, you have Story, the Wicked. What did the Holy Fool do when she found herself in the Abyss? She preached about goodness to the demons, but she didn't stop there. Not satisfied with the humble folk of Elutionera, she set her sights on converting the city's ruler. Most terrifying of all its monsters, and Nocticular herself. Foolish? Of course. Daring? No doubt. Pointless? Who can say? Okay. Anyway, back here. I forgot he has weapon proficiencies with some other things as well. We only... Well, actually, do we even use the things that he has proficiencies with? I don't think we do. No. He might not actually even have... no, his weapon focus for the Dwarven War Axe, of which we are not using. So yeah, let's not give him that, because he's not going to get a buff.
The odds are against us.
Right.
I like that.
Toughness. When you're below 0 hit points, you gain DR10 Epic. Now. Provides you twice as many hit points. I don't think that's what we need. Mythic Sneak Attacker is okay. Iron Will. Whenever you roll a will save, roll twice and take the higher result. He does fail will saves an awful lot, so that could be good. Your penalty on iterative attacks is only a -4. That's actually really good, I think, for him. He does a ton of attacks in a turn. I mean, if we have a look here, right? So this should mean it goes, yeah. So it should be 23, 18, 13, 29, 24, right? So everything apart from that one attack should go up. Let's have a look. Flawless attacks. Done. Okay. None of those went up. Wait, what? I thought because these were subsequent attacks they would go down, but... Wait a second. I quick saved before this, right? Yeah, I did. Let's quick save again. Alright. So. Yeah, none of those are right. If I go back, it might be one of these things where it doesn't show up. Right, let's load it back again and see what numbers we end up with. That doesn't seem to work. If that doesn't work, then I'm not going to do it. Unless I misunderstood what we're doing here. 22, 17, 12. 22, 17, 12. 22, 17, 12. 22, 17, 12. I'm just noting it in there. It's 22, 17, 12. Okay. Let's have a look.
Ready to serve.
23, 19, 15. So those actually went up by a lot. Okay, never mind. Oh, I think this is because this isn't a subsequent attack. This is a first attack. And then this one probably went up by the same amount that these ones went up by. Yes, that must be what happened. Okay, so that is working.
Who, me?
Right, Woljif. Spell Penetration Mythic seems great. You add your full Mythic rank to your checks to overcome spells. This is perfect. Yes, this is what we want. Easy. Easy choice. He's going to become a much more of a spellcaster as time goes on, so therefore we want to make it so that he can cast spells well. Right. You. Darren. Darren has Abundant Casting, Improved Abundant Casting, Ascended Summons. He could take Spell Penetration Mythic as well, potentially. Mythic Channeling. Okay. Damage you heal or... Yeah, the damage you heal or deal increases by a number of points equal to twice your Charisma bonus. That's not that much. That's pretty good. We have Persuasion as a skill focus. He probably doesn't need that. Anything else we're looking at here? Doesn't really need Flawless Attacks. What else have we got in here? We can make Beneficial Curse. We can give him one of those, I suppose. That's fine. We can give him Greater Abundant Casting, so he gets even more late ones, so we don't really need those. I can get him more Mysteries. No, I think we're fine. I think I'll just take Spell Penetration Mythic. I think that's a very good one to have, so we'll just take it. I don't really think we need to think that hard about it.
Yes?
Now, Ember, I would very much like for you to start getting Enduring Spells, because I think that's going to be useful for you going forward. Also, we got Dodge Mythic gives you 1 AC. Mythic Resolve? No. The other thing that we could do, I was just thinking, is we could give her an Ascended Element. where that can no longer be prevented or reduced by energy resistances or energy immunities. So we could have like electricity be one, which then means that she can do electricity damage, which means that we can switch her. Yeah, if we use that with the bracers, all of her damage becomes electricity damage, and it can no longer be prevented. That actually sounds nuts. That sounds so good. Let's do it. Yeah. And now, what I do is I turn these on permanently, and now all of her damage is electrical damage, and it can't be stopped ever. That's insane. So we could use fire attacks, where in theory, her fire attacks... Oh, but this is whenever you deal fire damage during a spell, not whenever you use fire damage. That's an interesting one, whether it would apply. That probably wouldn't apply if you changed the fire damage into electrical damage, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It does mean that all of her attacks now will do electrical damage, which can't be blocked. That seems pretty good as a way of making her insanely strong. To me, anyway. It means that we can use things like storm bolts, we can use things like call lightning, we can use chain lightning. Cold ice strike would become electrical and can't be blocked.
I'm prepared.
That all seems good. Right. Then Areelu. Currently just seems to be moving into everything that says that it's for a ranged weapon. See what she's got. Flawless attacks would be good because she attacks a lot. Deadly aim. Gain more damage when you use deadly aim. And the bonus increases by +3 rather than +2. So she would do a lot more damage with deadly aim in theory. This gives you an extra bonus on attack and damage rolls. It would give her +1 extra. Weapon focus, I assume, would do the exact same thing. Oh, does she have greater weapon focus? She's the kind of character who might. She might just have it. No, she doesn't. Okay, that's fine. Just thought it was worth checking. Right. Flawless attacks would be good as well. I think deadly aim seems good. I just want to check how much this gives her. So, quick save. Is she currently using deadly aim? I don't have it on here. I should have it on here. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I should just have. Well, maybe not. I'll leave it in here. -1 penalty on all ranged attack rolls. I probably don't need that there. I could probably do that. That's fine. Then move these down here. I'm just thinking of how I want to organize it. The reason I probably don't care is because this one makes them exhausted, this one makes them tired, so this is just like an upgrade, so that's fine. So deadly aim, that's fine, it is on, so I should be able to see my damage right now is +10 due to deadly aim. So now, let's save, and give us extra damage. So, do it. We are now getting +15 due to deadly aim. That's pretty good. We've added, you know, 50% to our damage. That's the kind of increase that you're happy with, I think. Right. Let's leave here. Now, we were told that the Echo of Deskari was about to attack the Herald of the Inheritor, which is bad. Oh, also is Areelu in here? Just thought I'd check while we're in the area. Areelu is not in here. Cool. Okay. Right. Back this way. Yeah, so we're told the Herald was about to be attacked. I assume that when we leave here, we're going to be able to see that. Or, you know, see the Herald's final dying breath or something. But let's go. Let's go. Oh, we were waiting for somebody to walk along. Oh, that might mean that somebody doesn't have freedom of movement when they should. Although I think it was... No, I think it was Areelu who was walking slowly, so who knows? Might have just been an odd pathing thing. And we're loading in. Nothing's happening. Interesting. Okay. So nobody's being attacked. That's fine. Just checking. Oh, Darren's far behind. Okay. It was Darren.
The world's not ending just yet.
Oh, what's this? Oh, that's the secret ingredient. Yes, we'll look at that as well. That's something we got last time. Now he's back with the squad. Okay. Once per day, you may use this ability to make all potions used by your party empowered and maximized as if using the empower spell and maximize spell feats for 1 minute. Oh. That's cool. That's interesting. We'll take it, but I'm not sure what we're doing with it, but we'll take it. Makes all potions maximized? Okay. We don't really use potions anymore, but
follow me.
It's still kind of cool, I guess. Maybe there's a build where that's like, oh, that's the one thing we need to make it work. But for us, not so much. Not so much. Right. We need to head back to the Nexus to figure out what's going on with the Aeon stuff, and we need to level up everybody else. Oh wow, there's stuff here? Walking on corpses, walking on corpses, walking on corpses. Equilibrium or chaos? What is walking on corpses? Does meet with the reflection of the Aeon. It's necessary to find a ship that will transport the commander to Kulfir. Oh, I guess you can do it. Ah, I see. You can probably do this without speaking to Nocticula. You can say, like, nah, I'm not going to take your suggestion, but I do need to get rid of Hepsimira, so we're going to do that. I see. Well, we're not going to worry about that. Right, let's head to the flesh markets first. We're not looking for a ship in the flesh markets. What I want to do in the flesh markets is I want to check whether we can give Halore's letter to the venture captain who's here, rather than directly to Halore. We'll see. It might work, it might not work. And if it doesn't work, then we head back to the Nexus. Problem solved. Also, I just realized we don't have our infinite spell, renewal on anymore. That just doesn't work. That's cool. I found the Spinner of Nightmare's diary. I'm sure that Halore will be thrilled to learn of your discovery. I hope, however, that it will not encourage him to launch another suicidal raid in pursuit of the Spinner of Nightmare's head. If he finds his death, I hope neither you nor I will be accessories to this horrible crime. Sometimes I fear that by keeping Halore free, we're enabling a person obsessed with revenge, one suffering from a severe mania. Oh, well, see ya. I'm gonna leave now, but thanks for guilting me with that one. Right, save's gone through. Jump in here, back to the Nexus. Yeah, so I was thinking about that. Yeah, we have met several people with ships around the place, so we would probably say, like, go to that person who we tried for being good and honest. We could go to them and say I want a ship, but I don't know. We don't necessarily need to do that. There's our succubus guards that we asked for. Let me just check. That's where the hand of the inheritor would be. Oh no, he's gone. Well, that's not good. There are a lot of succubus guards here. Why do I feel like I'm about to be betrayed? Okay. Actually, before we do this, we should level up as well. Right. Reg. You haven't seen you in a while. I see. I'm just working out where we are with them. So, we could take Dazzling Display Mythic, which would then let them use it as a move, standard, or swift action. Okay. Interesting. We don't necessarily want to, but we could. We could upgrade his Piranha Strike. Yeah, this would give us an upgrade similar to what we just did. We can increase the critical multiplier of his weapon. Ooh, we could give it weapon specialization 1. In his bonus equal to half your mythic rank on damage rolls. Well, Piranha Strike's going to do way more than that. I think we take Piranha Strike Mythic. Yeah. Again, I want to see how much of a damage increase it is. So it's 24 to 29, 20 to 23. Oh, and I should quick save before we do that, just in case it turns out to be terrible. So 24, 29, 20, 23. And then Piranha Strike upgrade. I forgot to check whether he had it equipped, but no, 29 to 34, 25 to 28. Okay, so I think that was a +5 increase. So literally the same as Deadly Aim. That's good. It's a lot more damage. Right. Social. Also, I realized that when I said something about Arushale getting a 50% damage increase, that was actually incorrect, because that's only damage from Deadly Aim. It was nowhere near a 50% damage increase. But anyway, we'll ignore that small bit of easy maths. Right. I think for him, we're working on making his melee fighting better. Let's see what we got. Give him a weapon focus increase. Okay, make improved critical to get him a multiplier of +1 increase. Does he not already have that? I think he does. No, so it's a ×3, so it make it a ×4. That's a pretty good multiplier to have on your weapon. Anything else? Get an extra +1 to hit. I think I might take improved critical mythic. Yeah, let's try and make it up. Let's make his glaive a +4, a ×4. Yeah, so although it's not gonna do that like much on like a normal attack, if he happens to crit, suddenly it just becomes amazing. Cool. Nenio. Nenio's all about the fire currently. See what else we got going on for her. So we give her a skill focus, like Knowledge World. Don't think we need to do that. We can give her a spell focus. The save bonus to saves required provided by spell focus and greater spell focus. Okay, so we make evocation need to have a larger save DC. Okay. Interesting. I don't think we need to do that, but we could. Anything else? Well, that might be a good idea. What mythic abilities does she still have? Elemental Barrage doesn't really apply to her. Yeah, she doesn't really... We could give her a favored meta magic. The spell level cost for its use decreases by 1. Okay, so that would be Quicken we can make better, in theory. Okay. I think I'm going to take spell focus for evocation. Yeah, increase spell save DC. I actually decided that does sound pretty good. Yeah, that does sound pretty good. Let's go for that. Cool. So she's leveled. Also, I remembered something. Do we have to set our Aeon spellbook, don't we? No, it's spontaneous. Oh, even better. Right. Quick save. Lan. Ooh, I had something else for Lan. I had... Where is it? Wasn't this one, was it? No, but this one was for Nenio, potentially. Prismatic Spray. Can recharge the... Let's get rid of the Prismatic Ring. I've never recharged it once. Let's not kid ourselves that that's going to happen anytime soon. Right. Back here. So... There was a cloak. There we go. So it makes enemies sickened for 1d3 rounds upon landing a sneak attack. Now, I'd much prefer you get your damage up with that one on ranged attacks when you're not near an ally. That's cool. Oh, and then Camellia. These boots are for you because you're a spirit hunter. Cool. They don't really go, but that's fine. Do you need a wisdom helmet? We could probably give you something better, like this gore attack. Yeah, we can give you buffs to wisdom if you need buffs to wisdom. You use charisma. Okay. So this might be better for you, although you probably don't damage enemies through spells very often. Okay, anyway. Quick save. Back to Lan. So, Lan. Level. So, improved critical, so we can make his weapon have a higher critical. Anything else? We can increase his weapon focus. We can increase his damage through weapon specialization. I like improved critical. I think, or flawless attacks, one or the other. What's his critical right now on his bow? ×3? Yeah, ×4 for him would be good. Yeah, let's give him a ×4 critical. That sounds good. Right. That seems pretty good for him. Awesome. Right, so he's set up. Next up is Camellia. Forgot a quick save between each of these. Camellia! Hello! Right. Give her improved critical as well. Weapon Finesse Mythic. We don't need that because her weapon already does that, I think. Damages Dex, I think, for her. Yeah, so we don't need that. Thought I'd just double check. So useless, +1. Bonus equal to half your mythic rank on damage rolls, so that'd be a +3. Improved critical is nice. Flawless attacks, I think, is useful for her. The reason I think flawless attacks is useful for her is because, well, she doesn't do that many right now, but she would do more attacks in theory once we buff her up. But the way that we do damage with her is when she hits something, we need her to hit it again for the extra elemental damage. So if she's only hitting once, she's not getting any benefit. Yeah, so I think we take flawless attacks. Cool. So she should now be set up with more attacks. Yeah, or like better attacks here. Cool. And then, Seela. Let's get you done. Is she the last one? She is. Okay. Seela, what have we been doing with you? So you took Last Stand. Okay. So that's just generically good. Shield Focus Mythic. Add your shield bonus and your shield enhancement bonus to your touch AC. Oh. Okay, what's your touch AC? It is 13. What's your shield bonus? So that'd be +7 to your touch AC, so you'd have a 20 touch AC instead of a 13. That seems really good. A +7 AC to your touch AC. I don't think you can beat that. I'm looking at the other options. I don't think they're nearly as good as that. That makes her so much tankier. Like, especially against spells and things. What? Add your shield bonus and your shield's enhancement bonus to your touch AC. Uh-huh. That doesn't work. I mean, it's really good. Trust me, I'm a huge fan. That doesn't work. That like just does nothing. Let me see. Let me see what people are saying about this. Okay, so I've checked. According to Areon666 on Reddit, it works, just not showing in character list. Okay, cool. So shield focus in theory works, it just doesn't show in your character screen, I believe. Yeah, character sheet. That's a better way of putting it. So this is 20, it just doesn't show. We can test this ourselves, but, you know, that makes sense. Okay, good to know. Right, so we'll quick save. We've done everything that we need to do there. It is time for us to speak to Aeon and see how things are going. Okay. Contemplate whether I have strayed from the path of the Aeon. The ruler of Elutionera sought to lead you astray. She acted as an agent of chaos, but she cannot be blamed for following her nature. What's important is that you acted according to your nature. You fulfilled your duty as an Aeon. Not particular was the stormy sea, rough and unpredictable, but you were a solid rock and neither tide nor waves could move you. So it was, so it is, and so it shall be. You feel like you've accomplished your mission in the Abyss, but when you look back, you sense that something is wrong. The influence of the Abyss is seeping into Golarion through the rift in the Midnight Fane. In its dark depths, a cold distortion flickers, invisible to everyone but you. There's a breach in time similar to the one that drew you into Areelu Vorlesh's laboratory. Perhaps you were not strong enough to reveal it before, but now you see it clearly. Your time in the Abyss has given you an Aeon's determination to fight injustice to the end. Aha! So now we can go into the distortion in the Midnight Fane and figure out just what's going on with that. Well, obviously we're going. Like, don't even question it. We're going to find out what's happening. If we get to change the past again, that's exactly the kind of stuff I'm into. Just before we go to Hepsamira, we're just like, let's just change the past. And now we're facing someone totally different, or, you know, whatever.
I'm tired of waiting.
Right. Now, do I remember where it is? No. Did I close all the doors I was last time I was here? Yes. I think it's here, right? It's in this room? Actually, I remembered exactly where it was. Okay. That's fine. We can't go through here yet. I think I read somewhere that that's Act 5 or Act 6 or something. Might be in Act 4. Anyway, doesn't really matter. It's somewhere we can't get to right now, and the game will tell us to go there. But this is for us. The haze that surrounds the distortion is as cold as ice. You see the movement of several shadowy figures and hear the sounds of muffled voices. The distortion seeks to draw you in. It will take you through to the other side if you do not resist its pull. Step away. With effort, you free yourself from the power of the distortion. Nothing can control you to decide when to pass through. I wanted my experience for the check. I thought it might be more than 9. Look into the distortion. As you look more closely, you see the silhouettes of demons as well as a figure in a cloak. You hear the distant murmur of conversation and the low hum of countless insect wings. Oh, don't be Vescavers, don't be Vescavers, don't be Vescavers. I hate them. Although, wait a second. We have somebody who can just hit them no matter what their immunity is. Oh, well that's fine. Go inside, touch the haze. You touch the distortion and your skin goes cold and numb. Feels like your hand is trapped within a thin layer of ice. You try to pull away, but you are frozen, unable to move. Then the illusion vanishes and everything returns to normal. Go inside the distortion. You surrender yourself to the distortion. The past and present collide, creating a vortex of energy that consumes you. Okay. We're going somewhere in the past. Oh, it's Areelu Vorlesh. The cold haze dissipates, but Areelu Vorlesh's icy stare keeps you frozen in place. What's also very interesting, I was just thinking, is Areelu Vorlesh chose us to get the mythic power because she, you know, we were the right person for it, right? We had the right conditions around us to make it happen. But because we are an Aeon, we went back in the past and she already saw us. So she's seen us at least twice, which means that she probably chose us because she knows that we're going to be the person that she chooses in the future. So, or she's going to be, yeah, she chose us. Sorry, it's time travel. It gets confusing. Temporal mechanics and all that. But she chose us because she saw us from the future come back and speak to her, and we were the person that she chose. Therefore, she chooses us. It's a paradox. Anyway, you knew? How? I'm observant. A mysterious individual thwarted Monago's plans in Dresden and told Staunton some very interesting things in an attempt to change his mind. More importantly, the week before I was captured, someone paid a visit to my laboratory. They appeared out of nowhere, said a few words, and then vanished without a trace. It was a most curious encounter. Became even more curious once I discovered the truth of your origins. Once I put 2 and 2 together, I knew that my plans to open the Worldwound would succeed. After all, someone from the future was travelling back in time to stop my research. Now, I would love to stay and discuss time travel with you, but I cannot allow you to interfere with my work. You will have to be killed. Okay, interesting. So, could we kill Areelu Vorlesh in the past and thereby make it so that things don't happen? That would be interesting. I suspect not, but that would be interesting. Also, could we get the XP for killing Xanthir twice? That would also be interesting. So I'm trying to figure out where this is. So, individual thwarted Monaco's plans in Dresden and told Staunton some very interesting things. So, this is before Yeah, okay, so this is before the events of the game. And it's in that period of time when Staunton is holding Dresden. I think. Either that. No, yeah, it must be then. Yeah. So it's before she... Because obviously she doesn't know who we are because it says a mysterious individual. So it's before she put her plan into action. Cool. Xanthir the Plagued One, what are you doing here? The insects grow louder and more agitated. Their angry rustling fills your ears. What did you call me? The Plagued One? I am Xanthir Vang. I hope your primitive little brain can remember that. And I'm not going to bother explaining our research to you. You wouldn't understand it even if you tried. Isn't that right, Mentor? My research, not yours, but that doesn't matter right now. Our guest must not be allowed to leave. Killer. Mutasaphan, help Xanthir deal with our unwanted visitor. Oh, but he's alive! Currently. In R1. So if we kill him here, Xanthir's fine. Because he's already dead. So very... Well, no, because he was doing other stuff. This is gonna... There's ripples that could happen from here. But this guy is definitely alive in our timeline and attacked us. I'm just gonna say, you underestimate my power. Pathetic worm, you are nothing compared to Areelu Vorlesh, the architect of the Worldwound. Prepare to die. It could also be that neither of these people... Oh, so long Xanthir, he's off. Okay, so that explains the Mutasaphan thing. He's just disappears. That's fine. I just thought that was very funny the way he's just like, nope, I'm out of here. The locusts grow louder and more agitated. Xanthir hisses with irritation. Mutasaphan, you damned coward, you will never become Areelu Vorlesh's apprentice. You are nothing more than an unlettered servant. You don't belong in my mentor's laboratory, not even to wash the dirty flasks. So you want to be Areelu's only apprentice? I am her only apprentice, the rest are just servants. My mentor doesn't wish to acknowledge me yet as her student, but I'm willing to work for her recognition. An apprenticeship with someone like her is an honor that must be earned. What's Areelu teaching you? My mentor has shared her most important discovery with me. I studied the power of Narindian crystals. Areelu Vorlesh's research has opened my eyes to things I could have never imagined. We're on the verge of great discoveries. I don't have time to satisfy your idle curiosity. You heard Areelu, I'm from the future. Do you want to know what will happen to you? Xanthir hesitates. The churring of locusts grows louder and more frantic. Is this a trick? Do you think that you can frighten me with foreboding tales of my future? Well, it won't work. What do we say? Okay. Let's try this. Let's try diplomacy. I don't think we want to intimidate. I think we want to recruit. Do you think your master's apprentice will... Or do you think your masters appreciate your intelligence? Do you think they care about your research? They just want to use you. They will make you work like a slave. Day after day you will labor away like a mindless machine looking for ways to make demons stronger. I am... Xanthir looks flustered for a moment, but quickly regains his composure. I'm a real scientist, not some pathetic, ignorant alchemist like Mutasaphan. My mentor understands that. My talents and abilities will not go to waste. Areelu would never... You're lying. The chittering locusts fall silent for a moment, then resume their activity with renewed vigor. Do you think I'm blinded by arrogance, unable to see what's right in front of my face? I know my mentor did not want an apprentice. She's not inclined to take students, but I'm not giving up my place to that pathetic idiot, Mutasaphan. They saw my potential. They chose me to undergo training. Me. I'm not going to give up now, so shut up. I should have intimidated, I guess. Oh well. It's fine. We tried. I actually don't think there's any way to save him, because I think he has to be dead. Because otherwise it creates way too many plot loopholes. Like, it creates too many plot holes, right? So what's going on with this guy? Is he just like a dude? Yeah, he's like not even that strong a dude. And Sea Mantle does nothing because we all have freedom of movement. Oh no. He's gonna get absolutely destroyed.
Cover me, all right?
Yeah, nice greater invisibility. That doesn't work. Okay, the Frost Giants, they do work. That's a problem. Wait a second. I mean, Chain Lightning. Well, why did that do no damage to these guys? They failed their saving throw, but yet it did not hurt them. But yet, why didn't it hurt? Oh, because they're... Wait, are they not here yet? Like, why didn't that hurt them? They're not immune to electricity. They failed their saving throw. Yeah, oh, they don't exist yet. I see. Yeah, that's why it didn't hurt them. Right, move away. Right, turn this thing on. Shift 1, Shift 2, Control 2. That activates these 3 buffs. We will then walk directly forward at this guy. Although, you know what I could do? Greater Dispel Magic on him. Ooh, or Banishment on these guys. Although I don't think they spawn in yet. Dispel Magic target you. Yes. He's immune to Dispel Magic Greater? Wait, what? How is he immune to that? He just is? It doesn't actually say why he's immune. But apparently he is. Oh, spells with a target. Oh, okay, fine. Do that one. And move right in here. I didn't want to skip her turn, but apparently I did. Apparently it skipped 2 turns when I pressed space instead of 1. That's not ideal.
Simply business.
He actually, oh, just about got in range. Darren, could try destruction. That could work. Destruction. He's immune to destruction? Why is he immune to destruction? Spells with a okay. Spells with a target again. That's fine. Takes a couple of times to get into the old noggin, but we'll get there. Alright, let's turn on haste. Also, no music for this is very upsetting. Or it's yeah, a little odd. Alright, at least Woljif did damage. He's turning them into dragons. I'd rather you didn't, to be honest. I think I might just dispel them. Yeah, we might want to do Chain Lightning again. That could work. Chain Lightning? I could have used Storm Bolts as well. That would also have worked, but cool. We have one for this. Spell. Yeah, Banishment. Can be as many as 2 hit dice of creatures per cast level can be banished in a 30-foot radius. Wait, do we... Wait, no, we have another one, don't we? We have an Aeon one. Although I don't have any spells for it, or spell slots for it if I just got it, so... where is it? True Form, Uncertainty Principle... No, it's none of those. Maybe I don't have an Aeon version of it. I thought I did. Like an Aeon just sawed off one. I guess not. No. Oh wait, I can have 2 of these active now, can't I? Yeah, I might as well. While I'm here. I guess I'll just cast Banishment. Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen? It doesn't work? Yeah. That definitely seems good. We got rid of 2 of the Frost Giants. Yeah. Seems good. Arushale. Shoot Xanthir.
I will resist.
He's dead. He's very dead. Okay. Xanthir drops to his knees and the chittering insects fall silent beneath his mantle. I admit, you're stronger than the normal Golarion, and your words make me think, but no, you can't win. There is no weakness in my body. I'm more than frail flesh. Go ahead, do your worst. You can't defeat me. Okay. Aeon Mythic Path. You're an unnatural monster. You should not exist. Watch in amazement, Xanthir Vang, for I'm about to correct your existence. You look at Xanthir through the eyes of the Aeon. You can see the power that connects him to his tormented human soul, to the magical swarm of locusts. You look more closely and suddenly you are the swarm. You're the new flesh that envelops his soul. You hear the rustling of locusts, the sound of a first gasping breath. You feel the movement of the cosmic spheres. You do not exist, yet you are everywhere. You separate a swarm from a person as easily as you can unfurl your fist. Ooh. You blink and you're back in your own body again. A young man kneels at your feet, wrapped in a mantle that bears the symbols of Deskari. His pale, arrogant face is contorted in horror, and he's gasping for air like a fish out of water, too shaken to speak. A swarm of locusts hovers nearby. They buzz angrily, ready to attack. And they now join the turn order. Okay. These two are now friendly? Okay. And this is now labeled as Xanthir Vang.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Okay. Oh, they're actually not in the fight now? It's kind of weird. How about this? Does this work now? It's a thing with a target. Okay, fine. Walk this way. Then use Kona Cold here. Nice. You can't hurt it, but, you know, try your best. I think you can lower its... yeah, now that we've hit, we're probably going to lower its con. You cannot be immune to electricity damage. I think this one works... Well, we're just going to use Storm Bolts, aren't we? Good. Right, and then Edict of Retaliation. Followed by attacking it.
Won't falter.
Okay. Kona Cold. Nice. Storm Bolts. I feel like we've been in this fight before. Attack.
Strike with all your might.
Nice. Shoot
Desna,
it.
guide my hand.
Okay. Attack.
You're in my way.
Missing at least gives us thundering blows, if nothing else. It healed a little bit. That's not really on. Spells of a target don't hit it, so I really don't know what you're gonna do. I guess shoot it.
Out of my sight.
Okay, it's immune to that. Stab.
Distract them from me.
That's fine. Storm bolts. Wait, then this hit it? It is a spell for target. Yes, okay, never mind. So Darren could possibly do something.
Make your peace.
I should try that with Darren. Attack.
You had your chance.
Nice damage. I hate that. Right, hits it with this one. Nice. Stab.
Time to share your treasures.
I love the number of attacks for the lack of damage. Storm bolts. Xanthir looks at you apprehensively, but his interest clearly outweighs his fear. Impossible. How did you do that? It's not just magic, oh no. You move freely through time as if you were walking down a straight road. You used the power of the Aeon to change reality. Are you on the verge of becoming a transcendent being? A voracious gleam sparks in his eyes. I'd give anything for the chance to study you. You're free from Deskari's power, Xanthir. Xanthir examines himself. This imperfect mortal body. I certainly had no desire to return to this form, but you were right. I am amazed. What you did was incredible. The power you displayed. It was unlike anything I have ever seen. I have the greatest respect for Lady Areelu, but you have so much more to offer. The power of the Aeon. Well, the research possibilities are endless. I wish I could conduct some experiments. If you continue to study in the Horindian crystals, you will get your answer. The crystals are responsible for your power. I don't know if Lady Areelu understands their full potential. Xanthir's lips twist into an unpleasant smirk. Not that I'm going to tell her. This will be my research. I don't need Areelu or anyone else. Okay, my powers are connected to Horindian crystals. I will let you live. You can continue to study the crystals, but in return you must serve me and no one else. Xanthir bites his lip, trying to control his excitement. I could study the powers of a transcendent being in transition, observe the growth of their power. I've studied what these crystals can do to demons, but you are a unique case. I probably know much more about you. I probably know much more in the future you come from, but I swear I will acquire that knowledge if you give me time. The power you just displayed, it can be turned against the demons. If you wish, I can research the matter further. Xanthir smirks. I will have no shortage of test subjects. I'm not sure I like that line, but I'm the commander of Dresden. You can find me in the city once you succeed. Xanthir bows his head slightly. As you wish. Given the current situation in Dresden, I suppose I'll know when it's time to meet. You hear a low rumble. Is the flow of time changing its course slowly and reluctantly? You were able to change the past. Everything was as it should have been. Everything is as it should be. Everything will be as it should. What have we just done? I was tempted to just say go away, like don't serve the demons again, but I'm very interested to see what happens now. There he is! Oh, hello. Why is he called? I immediately saw this word and this also happened and I'm like, oh no. Anyway. You're greeted by a familiar voice. Mentor, the day has finally come. Xanthir Vang gives you a nod of greeting. He has aged visibly since your last meeting, and the passage of time seems to have made him even more arrogant. Why are you calling me your mentor? You never told me your actual name. Besides, it's true. You opened my eyes to the possibilities of science. Thanks to you, I conduct real research, unlike those morons who stayed with Areelu Vorlesh. I have seen what they created over the years. Xanthir wrinkles his nose. Pathetic amateurs, clueless half-wits. The demons they improve are utterly useless, and of course, Mutasafen presides over this apotheosis of ignorance. Who else could be so smug, arrogant, and totally incompetent? Well, I mean, you, but I mean, that's fine, I guess. Thank you for saving me from those fools, Mentor. If you hadn't intervened, I'd be stuck out in some swamp right now, slapping together some mythic demons like a common laborer. How did you know that this was the day I would return to the Midnight Fane? When I heard about the battle for Dresden, I knew we'd be meeting soon. My research was almost complete, and the Queen personally invited me to Dresden. She wanted me to examine Mutasafen's laboratory in the Midnight Fane. I spent countless days sorting through all the documents that Moron left behind in his lab. Before the Queen gave orders to block the exit, I snuck down here into the dungeons. I didn't want to know what was happening up above to interfere with my research. It's so noisy up there. It's simply awful. Since you're here, I assume your research was successful? Xanthir smiles contently. Quite so, Mentor, quite so. Not only did I study the Narindian crystals, I also did considerable research into the nature of Aeons. I was able to create a spell that would allow you to correct, as you called it that day, demons by stripping them of their mythic powers. Try it out. I'm sure it'll work perfectly. What have you been doing all these years? Xanthir's face glows with pride. Research, of course, and that idiot Mutasafen can only dream of the kind of advancements I've made in my research. At the moment, I'm the only real expert on Narindian crystals and Mendev. The rest are just parasites trying to leech off my research and discoveries. I have been consulted by the Decemvirate of Pathfinders, and I've received numerous rewards for my work. Of course, some envy me, and others think I'm a secret cultist. And then there's the matter of those goons my former master keeps sending to kill me. But every brilliant scientist faces a few obstacles on their path to greatness. Mutasafen did replace me as Areelu Vorlesh's apprentice, that sneaky scumbag. But I've seen his handiwork. I've studied these so-called mythic demons he has created. Mythic demons, more like mythic dross. If I were in his place. Xanthir stops and eyes you warily. Which, of course, I'm not, and I wouldn't want to be, but, well, hypothetically speaking, if I were him, the Crusades would be over by now. Whatever you say. What's happening in Dresden, by the way? Xanthir shrugs. I have no idea. Some fighting, perhaps? I think there's some kind of battle going on, but I don't know for sure. I decided to stay here in the Midnight Fane just to be safe. It wouldn't surprise me if Mutasafen's pathetic creations are rampaging through the city like herds of swine. Disgusting. I hope you deal with them quickly. It pains me to even think of their existence. You've served me well, Xanthir. Continue with your research. I knew you would appreciate my work, Mentor. If you need me, I'll be in the lab, looking through Mutasafen's research, though I doubt that idiot left behind anything useful. Okay. So did he give me something? Said he gave me a spell? Or he said he gave me a spell. Do I actually have a new spell? That's my question. I don't appear to have a new spell. Okay. Did I get a new ability or something? I didn't see anything pop up. I'm just checking. I love how we still have his old notes like they're a thing. That's kind of funny. Okay, I don't see anything new. Let's quick save. And talk to him again. We can't talk to him. He's just here. We can loot this, however, now.
I finished here. Is there more?
Oh, Mutasiphin's journal. Oh, okay. Attempt 84, standard transformation ritual. Reagent mixture added. Formula number 9, standard incantation as per Xanthir Vang. Result, unsatisfactory. Observation, 4 of 5 demons becomes unruly. Order new components and doors. Attempt 85, standard transformation ritual, no additions, strict adherence to protocol as per Vang, result unsatisfactory. Margin note, reread beginnings and on nature was a mistake. Attempt 86, extended transformation ritual, reagents added to the crystals, formulae numbers 4 and 15. I'm using a soul gem and a binding ritual. Results, the end of the line and the next few paragraphs have been angrily crossed out. Attempt 91, standard ritual, crystals treated with ichor, Vang's ritual. Didn't work, another carcass, the mistress will kill me, that bastard Vang made his notes deliberately abstruse? Is that meant to be obtuse, or is abstruse a word? Now I need to look it up. This is the kind of thing, occasionally I'm like, do I just not know it, or was it spelt wrong? Abstruse? That's a word? Difficult to understand, obscure. Oh, that is a word. Okay, cool, abstruse. I'll add that to my list of words that I can never use because nobody else will have heard of it. Anyway, after several empty pages, the entries begin again and the handwriting grows less intelligible. Attempt 95.1. I'm starting to think that, actually I was just thinking about this word. Maybe it's one of these words where this is the correct word to use and standard verbiage is kind of messed up on it. It's like when somebody would say, it's like if you say could've, right? That's obviously a conjunction for could have, but you can see people who write it as could of, and then they say it as could of, right? Obviously it's wrong, but it's the same kind of thing. It's right, but now it's been used enough that other people know what it means, and it's becoming more and more common. It's just a thing. Anyway, random aside stopped, back to the game. Attempt 95.1, adapted transformation ritual. Using my own admixture of Narindian extract. Result, better than expected. Further trials are necessary. I found the plagued one's mistake. Attempt 95.2. The experiment has been called off. The admixture caused a delayed reaction. The subjects are dead. Xanthir fucking Zang. This is all your fault. Your notes are full of bluster and offer little in the way of concrete instructions. You're no scientist. You're a narcissistic swaggering. The rest is indecipherable. Fine, I'm no dunce. I can work this out on my own. I think it's a flaw in the crystal. I need to repeat attempt 85 as per Vang to get several stable specimens. Otherwise, they'll have my hide. Learn something new from this book? Oh, cool. So we get a buff from his one as well as Xanthir's one. So him attempting to do Xanthir's thing gives us another buff. I really wish I knew what all of these blank ones were. Oh, these are the books. Okay, the books that we used. +1 competence bonus to DC on transmutation spells. Otherwise known as utter garbage. Okay. Is there anything else new in the Fane? And this still appears to be here. I'm assuming we can't do anything with it. Yeah. Everything else looks identical. Okay, so I assume that they're making it out to be that the only difference is that Xanthir Vang is in here. Yeah, that must be what they're doing. Because they also said that he hid and all of that sort of stuff. So that makes sense. So they're basically saying that Xanthir Vang
Let us be off.
wasn't, like, we just didn't go and kill him. That's the thing. We went and killed Jerubeth or something like that, right? Okay, cool. Right. Well, I guess we're heading back. I don't think there's any other changes. We could, I suppose, check in with our companions to see whether anything changed there. Could also check with Nocticula if anything changed, but we can do that right before we accept her offer to be her crony. Let's see. Let's speak to Sela. You're the kind of person who might know things. No. Okay. She's like, we're good to go. No issues. Okay, so nobody has any, like, you know, new things since last time. So that's fine. Woljif? Yeah, this one. Bulk selling. Don't want to sell anything that is, yeah, like built a physical form or the headband of inspired wisdom. Okay, cool. We'll deal there just to reduce what we're carrying around. Cool. Can we do this? No. Are we finished on our Aeon stuff? We're finished on our Aeon stuff. This one has to be done in this chapter. We're probably going to fail it because we only have one half of the Lexicon of Paradox and we can't get the other half. Yeah, so we auto-fail that one, I think. Yes, so walking on corpses is the only thing we have to do. Right. Let us head this way. Teleport ourselves back to the Terrace of the Favored Mistress. Let it do its loading stuff. And I think we're just going to accept her offer. I mean, there are other ways that we could get to this island, but to be honest, she's made a good point. Like, you know, she's made us a good deal. We're not, it's not like if we went Angel Path, we'd obviously tell her, screw you and we're going to kill you, right? That would be what we'd do in that circumstance. Because we're Aeon, we're a bit pragmatic. Realistically, the Worldwound should not exist. We want to get rid of the Worldwound, so we're going to do that. And that's really all there is to it, right? So, yeah. I think we're just going to accept the offer. So, thank you for watching. I'm going to end the episode here, and then next time, we really are going to speak to Nocticula, accept her offer, and move on to new and exciting things. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.